35 points that the big three got is one thing, but I'm curious what you thought about the defense overall, considering the way you guys defended the Bucks. What jumps out to you as far as how you guys defend?
Yeah, well, the story of the game defensively starts with Kevin Durant guarding Giannis Antetokounmpo. I mean, he continues to just impress our group with his willingness to guard the other team's best players. Sometimes perimeter guys, sometimes power players like Giannis, and wanting to take on that challenge and doing a great job with it. Giannis had some decent numbers tonight, but I thought he on the ball, KD on the ball was really good, and then I thought our team disposition with Giannis was really good. He didn't get a ton of easy looks at the basket, got a couple, and I don't feel like we gave up a ton of threes because of our commitment to him. But holding that team to 48 points in the paint is a strong defensive effort for us.
And then just to follow up with that, obviously you got to finish the possession with the rebound. Durant 10 rebounds, Beal 10 rebounds. How big?
Nurk 10. Yeah, Bradley Beal getting 10 at the guard position, but also, KD. We talked about it pregame. A lot of times, Giannis just overpowers his primary defender, and that guy's usually not in the play to rebound. You know what I mean? We need second and third defenders to come in and grab the board. So for him to guard Giannis on the ball as much as he did and still get 10 rebounds, very impressive.
The other thing I had was, they obviously were pressing at the end, and you got turned it over a little bit. Was it? But you did find the ways to get it past.
Less than we have.
Less
than we have, and we.
Assess it tonight.
Yeah, we had a 35-point fourth quarter. That's what we're looking for. We continue to play with pace. We took care of the ball for the most part up until that one little flurry, and hopefully, we're improving with that.
Coach, we talked about the non-Booker minutes before the game. How did you like the way Beal was taking charge aggressively and the way that group functioned?
Yeah, Bradley was great. He had a great follow-up performance to his 43 points in Washington. Came in, led us during those stretches, but they had that big three in front of our bench late. But he's got a great ability to get downhill and get into the paint, either get to the rim or jam on the brakes for his short pull-up, which has been money for him. So great game for Bradley Beal tonight.
There's always a give-and-take element when you have three talented players of that caliber. Now that you're starting to build more reps together, does it feel like guys are getting more comfortable in terms of picking their spots there?
Absolutely. Each game that those three guys play together builds that cohesion. They find the balance, and what we love about our group is we're going to be a team that beats teams with one of those guys going off for 40 or 50 points, and we're going to be a team that beats those guys with great balance like we did tonight. I love that those guys are finding their way with that.
Coach, to follow up on Brad, how have you seen his confidence just evolve right now from the start of the season to now and just getting that time out there with the big three?
Yeah, I don't think his confidence has changed at all. I think just his finding his spots, has really come along, and I think getting his legs under him has come along. Or, when he was first trying to get back in, he's fighting a minutes restriction and playing with two other superstars, and there was just a lot of that with the early part of his return from his injury, and I think he's just getting more and more comfortable each game.
As far as Bol's minutes, what are you looking for with him as he goes from, okay, now he's in the rotation, you're trying to see how that looks, to he might know he's going to play every night and being a more consistent part of the game plan?
Yeah, we're in that phase where we're seeing where he fits in this puzzle, and we think he's an important piece. He's given us really good minutes. I was able to put the lineup out there that we're all compelled with. Bol, KD, and a center. A super long lineup against a guy like Giannis that's going to try to live at the rim. Some good, bad, some good with some bad with that lineup, but we're continuing to just evaluate and see where he fits.
You've got the game going on and you're evaluating, of course, but can you sense the momentum he brings when the crowd starts to get excited that he's coming in the game and he's making?
Well, he's very entertaining to watch. He does some stuff out there. The little scoop layup tonight was pretty awesome, and I love how our fans embrace his minutes.
Coach, with the trading deadline coming up, what is the mentality of you as a coach and also as management as far as the mentality going in? Do we need another player? Are we going to make a trade? What is that mentality, considering the team's playing so low right now?
Well, I've been with teams where we felt like we definitely weren't good enough and had to do something to get better. We do not feel that way with this group. Obviously, there's a lot of phone calls taking place. If there's ways to improve our team, we'll take advantage of that. But we're very confident in the group that we have.
Frank, we're seeing a lot more of guard, specifically Brad, screening for KD. What is it about that kind of action that you like on the floor?
Well, you want certain as a, the other team's defensive coordinator or head coach is concerned about those three guys that we have, and they want certain matchups on those guys. So a lot of times you can manipulate that to either attack a poor defender or, to get them in, blitz and recover type of action, which, there's a lot of ways to attack there. And it just gives us a good counter pitch to always playing through 5-man screens. And, our guys have been really good at it.
Frank, Kevin's and one dunk in the fourth quarter really kind of ignited the arena. What did you see on that play?
Yeah, just a little opening in the paint, and KD being really aggressive. He's obviously great at finding his spot for his mid-range, but when there's times to attack the rim, he tears that thing down, and definitely electrified our crowd during that stretch or during that play.
Coach, to expand on that question from Doug, just the pin down that Nurk had to basically seal off Bobby Portis there. There's something to be said about the growing chemistry. Obviously, it was the big three, but also between Nurk and KD.
For sure. I mean, those two guys have had good chemistry. Seems like from the time they were playing together in the summer and through training camp, that was pretty evident early on. But it continues to grow, and it's not just about Nurk throwing backdoor passes to him. There's all those screening angles and those types of things. Those things take time to develop, and we like Nurk doing the screen you referred to for all of our three guys. He got Book a lot of open looks early in the game where he was rolling to the basket, sealing his own man, and then Book uses that space to get his short pull-ups, and just another way for those guys to build that cohesion.
Coach, you guys have now had 15 straight games where you shoot 49% or better as a team. Can you talk about the confidence that you have as a coach that you can just kind of work things around and trust that the ball is going to go in the hole even nights like tonight when you start slow?
Yep, we just got to continue to generate quality shots. That's the biggest thing, and then we got to take care of the basketball. It doesn't matter if we're going to shoot a high percentage if we give the ball away too many times, and we'll continue to look at ways that we can reduce our turnovers and let that shot making lead to bigger victories.
Coach, it seemed like the rotation was shorter. I know Josh played maybe 3 minutes, but you essentially played 8 guys. Was that just a product of playing Milwaukee, or is that something that you would like to proceed with?
No, it's just a product of me wanting to see the giant lineup of Bol, KD, and Drew or Nurk, and so we just gave Bol a few of those minutes that Jo normally would have been in there. Really, just a matchup thing.
Did you like what you saw out of that lineup?
Yes and no, some good and bad. It's definitely compelling. It's definitely something we want to look at.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.